Did you know it's estimated that about 3.7 million new videos are uploaded to YouTube every day? With that much content, creating eye-catching, intriguing thumbnails is a must. So, let's quickly review the top 5 tips for making a great thumbnail. First, start with a great image. There's a reason that so many YouTubers put their own faces in their thumbnails, including us. It's been scientifically proven that people's eyes are drawn to faces, even more so if the faces are making a shocked or bold expression. And it's super easy to just snap a quick picture of yourself once you've finished your recording session and use that for your thumbnail. Number 2, lay out your design. Using the rule of thirds is the best way to create a great thumbnail design. The rule of thirds is a graphic design principle. Create a grid by dividing your template into thirds horizontally and vertically. Your audience's eye is going to be drawn to the points where those lines intersect. So put the most important or eye-catching aspects of your design here, like your image or your words. Now keep in mind that the right side of your image is going to be partially covered up by things like the Save for Later button or the video timer. So try not to put a lot of words on the right side. Number 3, choose bold fonts. Keep in mind that when your audience sees your thumbnails, they're most likely going to be really small. So you need to choose a font that not only can be seen, but is easily readable when the image gets shrunk. Keeping the font bold and the title short makes for a great, easy to read thumbnail. Even if the title of your video is long, try to cut it down for your thumbnail, eliminating unnecessary words or just using a different phrase altogether. Number 4, use bright colors. Color is super important when creating an eye-catching thumbnail. Now you should obviously stick to your brand, but try to use the brighter colors in your brand's palette, as these stand out and draw the eye way more than the darker, more muted colors. Contrast is also great for catching attention. For our own thumbnails, we often use both our blue and our green together because the contrast of the dark blue and the bright green gives a whole nother layer to our thumbnails. And number 5, be consistent. Your thumbnails aren't just about showing off the one video, but about grabbing attention for your channel as a whole. So your thumbnails should be fairly consistent. Obviously, you don't just want to use the same thumbnail or even the same template over and over again, as that's just going to confuse your audience. But having some consistent features will go a long way. For example, on top of our branding, we tend to use a lot of circles in our thumbnails. Sometimes we outline our faces with them, sometimes they're just floating around the screen, sometimes they're filled, sometimes they have a hole. It's not a huge thing, but it does add that little extra layer of consistency and helps to make our thumbnails more recognizable. Now, if you don't know what you should be using to make your thumbnails, I would recommend Canva. It has a tier that is entirely free and gives you access to a ton of incredible stuff. Our team has used Canva for years because it's super easy to get into and you can make just about anything. There will be a link in the description or you can check it out at canva.com. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this helps you keep your momentum going.